Approximately 62 comments, 1,771 views. This was what my dev notes reaction got. And of course, I also got a decent amount in regards to my reaction to 5.5. These two videos that I got are my most disliked videos because I don't know. I guess I turned on the Genshin community. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because today we're probably going to make a lot more pissed off because we're going to talk about more about the 5.5 special live stream. Now, of course, I'm going to go over the good and the bad, the ugly, whatever. So if you like the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Let me know that you actually like the content. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Now, before I really dive in, I just want to say it is crazy how people will look at a thumbnail or look at a title and not watch the video and literally just comment about, you don't know what you're talking about. If you hate the game, just stop playing type stuff. Because my God, y'all need Jesus or you need to go outside a little bit. And it's funny hearing that from me because I don't go outside a lot myself, but at the same time, I still go outside and have deep, actual human interaction. For those who didn't get mad and actually watched my video and understood what I was getting at when it came to the dev notes and the 5.5 special live stream, good on you. Thank you for actually paying attention to what I'm saying. Now, let's go ahead and dive into 5.5. Now, of course, we got the banners, which kind of sucked for me because in general, funny enough, I even said this in my video. This is going to be tough for me to summon for because Varesa looks really good. She's the first new, I guess, body type for the game. Apparently her actual, body model is not, it hasn't been in the game. So I'm like, okay, that's great. So kind of one of those things. She's a wrestler character. She's attacking people with her ass, which is fantastic because I wish she would attack me with her ass. But the reason why is because she's going to be a plungy character. And of course, we got Zhang Yun. Now, for those who don't know, Zhang Yun was a part of a, it wasn't a big boycott because nothing really changed, but it was part of a boycott that happened in 4.4. I was a part of it, and yeah, it didn't go anywhere. And then, of course, we also got Janssen as the 4-star that was announced for these banners. So these are the banners I'm going to be summoning for. I have about 22,000 Primo Gems saved up and ready to go. So I'm hoping that I could have a pretty good summon session like I did for ZZZ. But I don't know if that's going to be the case because I got to go for both of them and I'm going to be trying to go for the weapon. Sorry I'm itching my nose. You know what sucks about having a beard mustache combo is that the hair just keeps curling up in there. So you'll see me go like this or like that. Try to get it to where it's not going into my freaking nose. Phase 2 of these banners, by the way, is actually really, really good because we see the rerun of Xilonen. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised that Xilonen is being reran so quickly. I'm not mad about it. I think that Xilonen is probably one of the better of the Natlan characters to come out. She's smoking hot. Wish they would have darkened her up a little bit, but, she's still hot. Her kit, she's basically a Geo Kazuha in essence, so that's pretty dope. And then we got the rerun of Venti, which I said this before, and I did see people in the comments section say that they would be summoning for Venti. I still don't understand why you'd summon for Venti outside of crowd control. He's not obviously I mean, granted, Genshin Impact's not really needed for meta characters. You don't always need to run Arlecchino or Nuvolette to get stuff done. But I still find it funny that people are still summoning for Venti so long later, right? But that's just me. Now, of course, this goes into the new characters. Janssen is going to be kind of like a buffer from what it seems like. And has healing capabilities as well because of the whole personal trainer thing. So that's pretty sick. I didn't expect this from a 4-star character. So she is going to be one of those ones that might rival the 4-stars of old, like Bennett, Xingqiu, and Sucrose and Zhengling. So if Janssen's that good, be prepared to actually try and pull some constellations because that's going to be pretty insane. 4-star Electro, of course. Varesa is going to be a fun character. I don't think that she's going to be like game breaking or anything like that. And I think that's what Genshin needs to focus on, is fun characters instead of just like overpowering characters. So yeah, she's going to be really, really fun. It looks like she's going to be a 5-star Catalyst Electro character. This Catalyst looks kind of dorky, but you know, it is what it is. So we are getting 2 new artifact artifact sets. Long Night's Oath and Finale of the Deep Galleries. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. I use Honey Hunter to pull up this type of info. So we'll go over here. Go to artifact set. Oh, we're already on it. Cool. So we got the 2 artifact sets here. We got Long Night's Oath, which is going to basically put Ziox in an internal crash out because he's going to go for this for another 3 to 4 years. 2 pieces plunging attack damage increased by 25%. And then the 4 piece, after the equipping character's plunging attack, charge attack, or elemental skill hits an opponent, they will gain 1, 2, and 2 stacks of Radiance Everlasting. Plunging attacks, charge attacks, and elemental skills can each trigger the effect once every 1 second. Radiance Everlasting plunging attacks deal 15% increased damage for 6 seconds and max 5 stacks. Each stack's duration is counted independently. So if you think about it, 5 stacks times 15% is 75% extra plunging attack damage. Now, this is built for plunging attack characters like Varesa, and of course, Zhao. So Varesa, Zhao, Gaming, any of those like DPSs that rely on plunging attacks. Seeing this again made Ziox kind of crash out, which is pretty funny. But then of course we got the Finale of the Deep Galleries. Cryo damage bonus plus 15%, and then the 4-piece when the equipping character has 0 elemental energy. Normal attack damage is increased by 60%, and elemental burst damage is increased by 60%. After the equipping character deals normal attack damage, the aforementioned elemental burst effect will stop applying for 6 seconds. After the equipping character deals elemental burst damage, the aforementioned normal attack effect will stop applying for 6 seconds. This effect can trigger even if the equipping character is off the field. So to me, this sounds like it might be a future Skirk type of thing. I don't know if that truly is. I was kind of like, for me, I was kind of hoping, and I know that some of the bigger CCs are like, please don't introduce another element. I think so, because they're like, Genshin is to a point to where it doesn't matter. Even Cryo and Geo characters you can do whatever with. Like, there's really nothing to worry about. If they introduce a new element, so be it. I really don't care. But if they do make Skirk Cryo, hopefully that boosts Cryo the way that it should. Because Cryo does, in essence, if we look at who's the worst of the worst when it comes to elements, it's Geo and Cryo. So I won't be mad at a boost in Cryo, but I also wouldn't mind a new element like Quantum. Ah, man. New boss and new enemies. We got the Lava Dragon statue as the new boss. It looks cool. Like, I even said this in the live stream, which is why I don't understand why people were like, I was nice in my title. I said better than 5.4, which it is. Like, 5.4 sucked. But this looks a lot better. The new Lava Dragon statue enemy is unique. And that's what I like. I like unique enemies. I don't like just copy-pasting Regisvines or Hypostasis all the time. So, I've liked the bosses that they made the last couple iterations, so... we got new story quest for Varesa, which is pretty neat. I think this is outside of well, it's not really. Is it an Archon quest that we're doing? I'm kind of confused. So, but yeah, we got a bunch of new events. Tournament of Glory and Bloom. We get our first look at Aoife, which is probably going to be the next drip marketed character, and Aoife is going to be an Animo character from what it looks like. So. Brand new Animo character. Sweet. So in this one, I can't really tell by these pictures. Like, it's pretty bad. But it looks like you're going to have defensive, or this was like defensive and offensive. You're going to be using your skills to kind of like, either defend an objective or attack an objective. So pretty standard stuff. That's only one of the events so far, though. We got the Sacred Mountain of Sanctifying Land, or Sanctified Land, which is going to be basically the exploration reward event for the new area, which the new area looks really cool too. I've looked into it a little bit more, and I found that the new area is actually a lot better than the other Natlan areas because there's a lot of depth to it. It doesn't just seem like, you know, oh, well, we're the nation of war, but here's this nice area. Like, this area looks like it's surrounded by, or surrounding a volcano. These, like, sky cities look really, really sick. So I think it looked really cool. The only thing that I didn't like was that there was going to be lava shooting out that could hit you and cause damage. But then again, it just reminds me of Inazuma, so there's nothing wrong with that. Quirky Quaking Arena, which is going to be basically a co-op event. And I think this, it could be cool. Like, I remember something similar to this event before. So, but you each are going to be playing like one character. It's going to be you versus another 3 people. And you're each going to play the same character, use your abilities to get coins, so on and so forth, right? Unlimited Fighting Championship. This is going to be a new event where you have these bosses, and they're going to have health bars depending on what difficulty you do. If you do the max difficulty, they're going to have 9,999 health bars. Your goal is to deplete the health bars as much as possible. So I think that's neat. Battle sponge testing type thing. You can see how many health bars you could drop with a single one of your characters, I guess, any of your DPSs. So that's pretty neat. Do you guys like me being positive? Like, I'm actually kind of positive about 5.5. Not entirely like positive overall, but you know, it has some cool stuff to it. Rhythm Ball Metzli. This is going to be the Brick Break event. You can use different characters to make different elemental balls, and these elemental balls are going to elemental react with the bricks. So I like Brick Break type of games anyways, so that's already a positive for me. But it is a little bit slower paced. So Overflowing Favor, which is going to be a double relic event. Thank God. They should have been doing this more often. I don't know why we haven't seen this more often. We always see the books, we always see the regular materials. We never really get to see artifact double drops. So good on you, Genshin, for doing this, because that needed to happen. New additions, we got some new melodies that are gonna cut, or new songs and themes or whatever. I stopped playing Guitar Hero a long time ago. I'll probably end up playing this just to get some of the, you know, additional stuff. Envisage Echoes for Venti and Dia, which is pretty neat. I still need to get my Ganyu one. I might do that today, before I go to work. New cards for the TCG. No one cares about, like, is anybody unironically playing the TCG? Like, I'm waiting for the cards to come out in English. Like, they're actually going to be bringing the cards to the US, and I might collect those. But in all honesty, outside of that, like, I don't think anybody's truly going to be playing the game. But that's just me. New system adjustments. Artifacts defined with Sanctifying Elixir equals 2 substat enhancements guaranteed for targeted substats. This was already announced in a previous, like, live stream / dev note, so I'm not really going to comment too much on this. There were some people who were like, are you stupid? You thought it was going to be 4 substats? And I want to reiterate, no, I did not. What I said was that somebody mistook it as possibly being 4 substats. I corrected them and said that it was going to be most likely 2, like, boosts to substats, not 4, because they thought each substat would get 2. And I said, in a hopeful case, it would be great for them to do 4, but I know for a fact it's going to be 2. And then when they confirmed it, I said, okay, they missed a chance to do something cool. So I want to correct that to people who just don't know how to listen. And you in the people in the comments section from that previous video, you know who you are. And you're mischaracterizing my words. And it really goes to show how you like to spin the narrative. So think about that for a second. But yeah, it's overall a good thing. Like, I think that every game should have something like this to kind of make it easier for you to do your artifacts. I just wish there was better ways to get Sanctifying Elixir, or at least there wasn't a limit to how many Sanctifying Elixirs you can get. That's me. But if you're cool with getting like one Sanctifying Elixir every patch without paying, good on you, man. Treasure compasses are going to get update, detects more treasure, including money twos, which is going to be the new thing. The money twos are basically bullfighters that you find. So, I mean, that's cool. Treasure, like, finding the treasure is getting harder and harder, in my opinion, when it comes to these new lands. So, I do like that they keep on updating the treasure compass. Boss tracking guidance. I stand by my word on this. This is one of the dumbest updates because it doesn't do anything that we already have, or that we don't already have. People were like, oh, boss tracking actually helps out new players. Not really, because all you had to do was click on the big circle for the boss, and it would tell you, like it would show you the underground area, and you would be like, okay, oh, entrance right there, boom. I don't know. I think that this wasn't needed. This wasn't something that was like a huge freaking update, but people got mad at me for this. That's fine. I'm dying on this hill. This is a stupid part of the quality of life. One of the couple of stupid quality of lives that Genshin has done this previous one. So, but it is what it is. If you needed to track your bosses like that, then by all means. New map looks pretty sick. We already kind of went through this. And then, of course, Genshin Impact announces a collab with Seagate. I'm not going to lie. I might buy this. Like, outside of the Sino thing, if you turn it around, it's got this really cool Anubis head design, and I really like that. So, I might pre-order me something about this, you know? I might pre-order it if it's on pre-order. But overall, 5.5 looks a lot better than 5.4. Maybe a 6 out of 10. I think I gave it a 5 out of 10 when I first talked about it for the live stream. I might give it a 6. Like, it's got some good stuff. It does have some good stuff to it. I'm not saying that Genshin is out of its bad, like, state. And people can either agree or disagree with me. I really don't care if you do or not. Like, I'm just saying, as a veteran player, like, this game is not built for veteran players, and it's honest to God how it is. And, you know, people will probably be like, yes, he finally gets it. I've understood that. I've understood that this game is not really meant for the veteran players. It's meant for the casual fans that come in and they play for a little bit and then they leave, and then something comes up and they come back and all that stuff. It's not meant for the people who are logging on every day, and that's perfectly fine. I get it. However, that doesn't mean that I can't have my opinions on the game. And it's one of those things where people are like, if you don't like it, don't play it. And you would honestly be right, but it's not that type of situation. I like Genshin. I think Genshin's good. I want it to be better. And the people who are ruining the experience for Genshin is the people who unironically are the ones telling people to leave because they want you to enjoy a game. So, to the people that have been in my comment section saying, quit if you don't like it, you're being dumb. As a community, we should be more welcoming to players regardless of if they are veterans, casuals, or beginners, right? And maybe this is just positive thinking in my regard, right? Maybe this is the toxic positivity part in me, right? We should be welcoming to everybody's opinions instead of just being dickheads about it. Like, if you want to be a dickhead, you know, you're proving the point of why people don't like being around the Genshin community. It's just, if you want to have a colloquy and a discussion about why my opinions might be wrong, there's a respectful way to do it. But of course, you know, that's asking too much sometimes. I do appreciate everybody that's been in the comment section of the last 2 or 3 videos that have been respectful and have engaged in a conversation. like, instead of being dickish about it. But at the same time, I'm just saying, like, as a community, like, when it comes to the ones that are doing the horrible stuff and saying the horrible things in the comment sections, you're just proving that my negativity is not as bad as your toxic positivity towards your game. It's just that simple. Anyways, y'all, 5.5 looks good, or at least decent. We'll see how that goes. When I play it, I'll give a better opinion, but on paper, it looks like it's going to be a lot better than 5.4, but we'll see. Anyways, that's going to be it, y'all. Love you to death. And as always, we'll catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe. By the way, don't forget gamer subs. Use code Tyster for 10% off.